What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a solo guide on how to beat the Whisper mission on IO. And of course I'm talking about the mission that does give you the Whisper of the Worm exotic sniper rifle. It is one of the best weapons in the game, so you do want to make sure you get this done as soon as you can. It is a limited window event. This happens only on the weekends, so you have a limited time each week to get this thing done. It is a very difficult mission to do. But the first thing you need to do is head over to IO and the Lost Oasis, and that's where you can trigger this event to occur. What you have to do is wait for the Taken Blight public event. So there is a bit of patience and waiting involved to even start this mission. Once that public event happens, one of three named yellow bar Taken enemies will appear. There is either going to be a Taken Captain that occurs right around here, there's going to be a Taken Knight that spawns over in this area, or there could be a Taken Cabal Warrior which spawns underneath this tree. Once you take that enemy out, over on this platform, a portal will appear that allows you to start the mission. It is a 20-minute time mission, a lot of jumping, a lot of ads to clear, and the bosses themselves are pretty tough as well. So this is a very difficult mission to do. But with the right weapon loadout, armor set, and super combination, it does give you the best chance of success. So as we wait for that public event, I will look at the weapons and armor that I'm using for this mission. So first and foremost, the weapons. Right now I'm using Nameless Midnight, the Ikelos Shotgun, and Sleeper Simulant. You may not have these two weapons, but you probably have this scout rifle from year one. With the recent update, scout rifles are a bit more powerful again in PvE, so I find that this is a good weapon to use because it's longer range and the explosive payload does help out with damage. You might not have the Escalation Protocol Shotgun or Sleeper Simulant, but these, in my opinion, are the two best weapons to use to get this mission done. Obviously, we know how good the Ikelos Shotgun is. This thing can melt pretty much any enemy in the game. It can even do damage against enemies that don't have solar shields. There is a bit of matchmaking involved, or match game involved, in this mission. So the Ikelos Shotgun is great at taking down Hive Wizards. It's great at taking down the Solar Knights, the Captains. This can make quick work out of most enemies in the game that you find in this mission. But you might not have this. The same thing applies for Sleeper Simulant. This is a great weapon to use at the very end when you're taking on the bosses. It will do massive damage against all the three bosses that you face at the very last room. But you might not have these two. So what are some options if you don't have Sleeper or Ikelos? Well, first let's look at the Ikelos. This is great because it has Trench Barrel and because it's fully automatic. So a decent option if you don't have Ikelos would be Hawthorns Forged Shotgun because it is a full auto shotgun. Yes, it only has 7 shots versus 8. Yes, it doesn't have the Trench Barrel, but this will help you take down blights very quickly. That's going to help save you time. And it will do good damage versus some of these stronger enemies. It doesn't have solar damage like Ikelos does, but this would be a decent option if you don't have that Escalation Protocol weapon. Of course, you have to sacrifice using Nameless Midnight, so what would you use in place? My recommendation would be to use something like a Void Scout Rifle, because this will help you versus the Taken Wizards, it'll help you versus the Acolytes, and it's also longer range too, which can help you take down enemies like Hobgoblins or Vandals from afar. So if you don't have Ikelos, use Hawthorns Shotgun and balance that out with a Void Scout. What about if you don't have Sleeper? Well, which exotic should you use? I think your next best bet would be to use something like DARCI. Yes, it doesn't have the same impact. It doesn't have the solar damage, so it's not going to be as dual purpose as Sleeper might be. But this will allow you to get good damage against the bosses in the very last room. It might not be as useful in the ad rooms, but it will give you good damage on the boss, and that's what you want to focus on, being able to take those guys down as quickly as you can. So that's what I would recommend for weapons. Ikelos and Sleeper if you have them, DARCI and Hawthorns if you don't. Let's look at the armor though, because that is just as important as your weapons. So my armor right now, you can tell that I have a pretty mixed bag of tricks here. This is for the fighting portion. To get down to the boss room, I'm going to use the Lion Rampants instead. I'll switch to the Doom Fangs once I get to the ad area. But you'll notice here that on my helmet, on my gauntlets and on my chest piece, I have the super mods. And I'm getting shot right now. Let me back away here. You'll notice that on my helmet, my gauntlets, and on my chest piece, I have the super mod. And having the right mods, I think, is just as important as the armor that you're using. Having 3 super mods is going to let me get my super back much more quickly, and that could be the difference between getting it back at the very last minute versus not getting it back. So try to make sure you have a good set of mods here to put on your armor. On my boots and my Titan mark, I'm using the Ordnance mod. This will let me get back my grenades faster, which will really come in handy because I don't have many ways of taking down the void shields. Like I said, there's going to be hive wizards, there's going to be acolytes as well that both have void shields, and using my grenades and my melee are going to be some of the ways I take those guys down a bit faster. Looking at the perks, you need to make sure that you have a good synergy here between the perks that you're using and the weapons that you're using. So you'll notice here that on my helmet I have heavy ammo finder. That'll help out quite a bit here, that heavy ammo now drops again during these missions, so I'll be able to use sleeper a bit more often than I would if I didn't have heavy ammo finder. Looking at my Doom Fangs, I have special ammo finder. That's going to let me get more ammo for the shotgun. I have special ammo finder again on my chest armor, and I have special ammo finder again on my boots. I want to make sure that my shotgun always has ammo, and I'm supplementing that with shotgun scavenger. So this way, whenever special ammo does drop, I'm able to get more shots each time I pick up a special ammo brick. So you want to make sure that you have some synergy here with the perks on your armor as well as the mods. Last but not least, my subclass I'm using is the Void subclass. I'm using Sentinel, and I'm using the bottom perk tree. I'm supplementing that more with the Doom Fangs, and this will let me get more use out of my super when I'm using it. And all these things will help work in tandem to give me the best chance of clearing the ads as fast as I can. So the first step is getting ready for the mission. The second step now is waiting for the public event. So right now it's not here. We're going to pause for a second, and we'll pick this back up once the public event is starting. Alright, we are back. The public event has just started, and as you can see, the taken enemy this time is the Knight. So we're going to head over there. I do recommend on this guy saving your heavy ammo and saving your special ammo. So I'm going to go over there and try to get him down as fast as I can with my super and my grenades, since those I should get back in the time frame as I get down to the boss area. So that didn't work too well, but we got some damage on him. The other good thing too is you should have some help from other people trying to get this done as well. So don't worry. You have a lot of time though to bring him down, so don't worry if you can't get him down right away. Alright, so now that he is down, you'll notice right away when we come back outside of this cave that the portal has now appeared. So this is what you want to jump into to start this mission. Before I do that though, I'm going to switch my armor. I'm going to put on a different set of gauntlets, and I'm going to use the Lion Rampants. These are great at getting through the jumping puzzle, and a lot of this mission does require some precise jumping and fast movement. So it'll take some practice to get the jumping path down, but maybe this video will give you some ideas on how to go through it. So you want to approach this portal and enter the anomaly. And this is what's going to allow us to start this mission. Alright, so now that we've spawned inside the Lost Sector, the time limit has started going down. You can see there in the top left, the time limit is going down. So one shortcut you can take is jumping up to this section where the cache is, and that'll save you some time. It's easier if you have high jump on your Titan. Hunters can make it up over on this side, and I believe Warlocks can make it up as well. So practice that jump and make sure you can do that to get up here faster to save you some time. Alright, so now we take out that blight and you drop down in this tunnel. We'll rush through here and you'll pass a lot of these Vex corpses. That's how you know you're going in the right direction. So this jumping section, it is pretty challenging, It will take you some time to learn the route and learn how to go as fast as you can, but those things will come in really handy. As much time as you can save, you want to try to save it. So the Titan with Lion Rampants, and actually I believe without Lion Rampants, can make this jump. I don't know if the other classes can make it, so you may have to go a slightly longer way to get to this pillar. But you want to keep following the red. That's the general rule of thumb in this jumping section. Once you get here, you want to go 90 degrees right around this corner, and that will lead you to this section where you have some platforms that are coming out of the wall. Depending on how high your mobility is, you might be able to get through 2 at a time, or if you jump really fast you can get through 2, but don't worry if you go through 1 at a time. Not a huge deal. This very last one comes out right away, so you got to be kind of fast to get through that one. Now if you're on your Warlock, you can jump to that platform right away. You can do it on your Titan as well, but it is a bit more risky, so I'm going to play it safe and jump to this platform and then work my way around. We're waiting for this elevator to come back down, and that's going to take us further along this jumping puzzle. Here you got to be careful of that section of the wall because it will come out and it could knock you halfway across the map. So be cognizant of that and jump over if you can. The elevator will help to push you upwards too, so it'll give you a nice boost. Once you get through there, make an immediate 90-degree turn and head through this red section here. This section can be kind of tough because these things jump out of the walls and they can knock you around like pinballs, but with any luck you'll get through there pretty quick. Here again, if you're on your Titan, you can jump across and avoid that platform, but you want to be mindful of vandals here. And you'll notice right here one will shoot at me, so he shot me there one time, but if you're pretty quick you can avoid him and slide through. Here we're going to jump across and there's going to be another vandal to my left. He shot at me right there, he missed me, but that's alright. As long as you don't get unlucky and hit that thing, you can keep going. Again, it'll take some practice to get good at the jumping section, but as fast as you can go here, it'll give you that much more time and flexibility in the boss area. So here you want to head to your right and then go all the way down and jump in this topmost tunnel. There will be a Hive Knight here. Don't worry about him. You can avoid him pretty easily. So this will drop you into the green room, which has some of the coolest music in the game. But you don't want to stay here too long. You want to drop down to this section and then find the secret passage, and this will help save you a ton of time. So once you go through here, you want to keep going, and now you're getting pretty close to where the enemies are. You want to go around this blue ring and hug this ledge. You can sprint around here as long as you're holding to your left, and that will prevent you from falling off. Same thing applies here. You can keep running and you'll ledge grab. Once you get here, you want to take a jump all the way down, and this will be the last home stretch to get into the area with the ads, and that's when the fun really starts. So head around this way, you'll jump to this side, and then you'll get over to this red area as long as you can make it. And once you get here, this is when you want to do a quick gear check and switch your exotics. So I'm going to go from my Lion Rampants that I had on, I'm going to switch back to my Ordnance mod, and now I'm going to switch over to the Doom Fangs. So once you get here, my recommendation is I like to go to the left side and take out the captain first. So he'll spawn right in. You'll see him spawning in right now. I'm going to jump up here and shoulder charge him and then try to finish him off quickly with the shotgun. If you die, it's not a big deal. The vandals there took me out. Best case is you take the captain out and the vandal out right away. But now I have some work to do. I'm going to go as fast as I can over to this side, and I want to take out the vandal on the back left and then go focus on the captain. So I'm going to jump up here, take down the vandal, and then I'll throw up my Titan barricade here, and that'll give me a little bit of a breather. So now I want to take out this vandal on the opposite side, and this is where having a scout rifle will help out. Again, if you die here, don't worry about it too much. My shield's going to break, but that's alright. I have recovered, and I'm going to jump down here and take out this captain. Again, the Ikelos is making quick work out of these guys. So now the initial threat is taken down, so I'm going to go over here, and there's a bunch of thralls. Once you take these guys out, that'll trigger the next wave of enemies. So a nice, well-placed grenade can take those guys out pretty good. And I'm going to use my super for the first time here. So here's where having the Doom Fangs will come in handy, because I'm throwing the shield, I'm getting my super back, I'm getting a lot of it back when I'm doing that. And if I'm rotating back and forth between throwing and meleeing, that's going to give me a really long-lasting super. Alright, so I didn't take that guy out. Not a big deal. Let me get through here. There is some heavy ammo there, so I could use my sleeper if I wanted to. Again, if you die, you're going to die a lot of times here, so don't stress out too much when you die. A lot of it, though, depends on where it spawns you at. So sometimes it'll spawn you close, sometimes you're way off in the distance. I'm going to try to melee these guys as much as I can, because I want to save my shotgun when necessary. For the orange guys, you may not have that luxury, but for these red bar enemies, you can punch those guys down pretty quick. So with this first room clear, I can move on to the second little mini area. So here, I don't want to use my grenades yet, because I want to save those if I can. And I use my sleeper there because I saw that a heavy brick did drop. So I'll grab that, and that should give me my 3 shots back, which it did, which is nice. So now we're going to move to what's probably the toughest room to fight in. So here, I'm going to rush across, and I'm going to try to get this knight as fast as I can. See, it's kind of a bummer that he dropped down there, but he will jump back up here. That was kind of unlucky. Ideally, you want to take out that knight on the other side as well. So we got a little bit unlucky there, but that's alright. So our knight jumped back up. We're going to take him down. The shotgun will make quick work of him. I got pretty lucky that I had a heavy ammo drop there, so I'm going to focus my attention back to this guy. Instead of using 2 shots here, I'm going to just use 1 and then finish him off with the Ikelos, or the scout rifle. And that's where having a scout will really come in handy here. Same thing applies. I'm going to use a quick scout rifle to take these guys down. I'm trying to conserve my sleeper and my Ikelos as much as I can. And by taking out these hobgoblins, I'm really avoiding a lot of damage, because they do inflict quite a bit. There's one more guy over here. He got me, but that's alright. We still have plenty of time here to recover. So now with some of the threats taken out, I'm going to head to the right and work on these acolytes and this knight over here. So we'll take him down. Don't want to be too slow here, because my main goal is to take down these wizards. Got one, and now I can throw this one at him. It didn't finish him off, but that's alright. Jump up here and take him down with the Ikelos. Alright, so now that we have a little bit of a breathing room, there's one more knight, 2 more hobgoblins, and 1 wizard. As I'm going through here, I'm going to shoulder charge that guy and throw down a grenade on one of these guys. Best to take down this wizard as fast as I can. Got the wizard down. Take these shadow thralls down. And now we have some flexibility here, because we want to take down these acolytes. And ordinarily, they'd be tough to take down because of match game. But because the Ikelos is such a powerful weapon, it's actually punching through these guys' shields pretty easily. I got my super back, but I don't want to use it though. I want to save that for the first section of the boss room. Alright, so he went down. Great news is he dropped Ikelos ammo. I'm going to reload here real quick and then take this guy down. And with any luck, he'll drop some heavy ammo. Doesn't look like he dropped heavy ammo, but I think he dropped special, which is good. I'll save some time and take this guy down really quick. So now we're through the hardest room. This room is one where you can either make up a lot of time or you can lose a lot of time. So to get down to the boss room, you need to take down these 3 hobgoblins. And behind me, which hopefully I can get these guys down quick, there's going to be some phalanxes. So we want to take those guys out. You can take the blight out if you want. And that could be the way to go here because it'll save you some time. But now that that is taken out, we have 8 minutes here. We have a lot of time. No point in panicking. We're gonna rush here and just shoot this and drop right down. Don't worry about the scions. So once you get down here, your first objective is to take down the 3 blights. And this is where having the shotgun will come in handy. So if you don't have Ikelos, this is where you want to really use the Hawthorns Shotgun. You'll see there it took me 4 shots to take that one down, 4 shots to take this one down, and now I got to use my last 3 shots and some of the Nameless Midnight to take this last one down. And this will help clearing your line of sights for the bosses. So I've got to take this guy down quick. I'm going to rush over here just to get some recovery. And now is when I want to use my super. And I got to be good here because I want to take these guys down with the super. So we're going to punch through these guys. We're going to keep throwing shields here to get back the super. And you'll see, even though these guys have the arc shields, normally they'd be tough to take down. But with the super, I'm taking those guys down pretty quick. Now I'm going to throw my shields here to get some back, and if I can get this guy down a little bit, even just a little bit with the super, that'll come in handy because it might save me some sleeper shots. And I'm getting a lot more use out of the super here than I normally would. He took me down, but that's alright. I did a lot of damage on him with the super. So with any luck, they spawn me here, and now I can focus on him with sleeper. Of course, you got to hit him first though to make it count. Getting the captain down first is going to be priority number 1 because he's the most tricky and slippery one to take down. Now I did notice down there in the distance, it may have been hard to see, but I believe I saw some heavy ammo. And the fact that heavy ammo is dropping again in this mission is a huge difference. So he's almost done. Looks like the captain is down. The knight is pretty easy. He's going to be over on the left side here, and he's somewhat easy to take down. Valus Ta'arik from Destiny 1 is going to be the more difficult enemy to take down. But we have time here. I should get my super back one time before the end of this, and that could be my last ditch hurrah. But I'm going to shoulder charge one of these guys really quick on the off chance that they dropped heavy ammo. They didn't, but that's alright. We can keep going here. There is heavy ammo down here though, so I want to try to risk it a little bit and go down here and grab that. And if I die, it's okay. I can spawn back with it. So I got 3 shots there. That's not too bad. We got 5 minutes here, so we got some time. Dropping down. I got 3 shots here. Try to make these count. I can throw up a barricade. That could help me a little bit. Alright, so now I took down 3 shots on that guy. I want to focus on getting this knight down. He doesn't move much, so it's simply a matter of just taking the time to shoot him. And I should get my super back here. As soon as I get it back, I'm going to use it right away because I want to get it back one more time. And that's where having the super mods is nice. If you don't have it back, you can just chuck a grenade down there. Maybe I'll get some kills with that. Good game grenade. Pretty bad one. That's alright. We got 4.5 minutes here almost. You notice that the knight does have the most health. He's probably the strongest one. So I'm going to get my super back as I'm running here. I'm going to focus my attention on Valus Ta'arik if I can. That's alright. Got a couple shotgun shots on him though. That's alright. And the best case scenario here, guys, is as I'm going down here, you know, I'm going to use my super. I'm going to throw it here, try to get some of these guys down. And the nice thing would be if they dropped heavy ammo. because if they drop heavy ammo, that's going to help me out immensely here during this. Again, I'm throwing my shield. I'm trying to get as many shield hits in as I can to keep my super alive as long as I can. They might take me down here, but that's alright. Did mega damage there on him, and I may get my super back here before the end of this. Did I get any heavy ammo? Didn't get any heavy ammo. That's alright. There is some way back here in the distance. I'm going to chance it because the heavy ammo is going to be my best chance here. Grab the heavy. I'm going in to take down Valstar. Alright. Hit him once there. He's almost down. So he's almost down. I need to focus my attention on the knight now. And I gotta make these shots count. So I hit him there a few times. You saw that that took down a lot of his health. Throw a grenade. Hopefully it hits him. Got plenty of time here. The fact that it's spawning me here in this section may not seem like much, but that makes a huge difference, guys. So we're going after Urzok here. He's almost down. Nameless Midnight is doing good damage. It's not doing great damage, but it's doing enough with precision shots, and then the explosive payload is helping out. So we got 2.5 minutes. Got to finish off Urzok, and then we have Valstar Arc. Normally that'll be the last guy you beat, will be at Valstar Arc. So you can see here, you don't have to be perfect. You know, there was times here I died plenty of times, but as long as you get here quickly, as long as you have synergy between your weapons, that'll give you the best chance here. So now we're looking for our buddy Valstar Arc. There he is. We got 2 minutes. We got plenty of time here. Try to finish him off with a grenade, just for the stream people. They can appreciate that. And of course I missed, so that's not happening today. But alright, we got 1 minute 51 seconds. Valstar Arc likes to go back and forth here, but we got him down. So there you go. We had just about 2 minutes to spare. Very, very difficult mission to do, but with the right set of weapons, using your super wisely, having a plan of attack, you are able to get this thing done. So what would you do if you're using your hunter or your warlock? Well, I think for your hunter and the warlock, you may want to use your arc subclass, because that'll be really good at clearing adds. For the hunter, use the jump boots to get through the jumping puzzle, and then switch to the exotic chest piece that lets you use your super longer. That'll help out quite a bit. You'll be able to get the same kind of effect that I had with the Doom Fangs. And then likewise for the warlock, use the helmet that lets you get your super to last longer. So those things would really kind of work the same way that my super was using right there. Try to use Sleeper and Ikelos if you have them, DARCI and Hawthorns if you don't, but do your best. This is a very, very challenging mission, so don't feel bad if it takes you a few tries, and hopefully this was helpful. So let me know in the comments if you like this video. If you do want to have help getting this, I do streams on the weekend, so if you want to hop into the stream, you're more than welcome to. But thanks for watching. We'll catch up soon.